Guys, before this video starts, I want to tell you about this sick website that sells hella cheap NBA jerseys. The website is ringchasers.com. I copped myself a few jerseys on there a while back, and I honestly don't know how their prices are this cheap. If you guys want to get a sick deal on a jersey, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description, and use code LQG at checkout for an extra 10% off. What's going on, guys? It's LQG, and today I'm back with another video. So today we have for you guys NBA Legends Explain how good Jason Kidd was. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below which players to do next, and I'll keep bringing these videos out for you guys. Also make sure to smash the like button. Let's see if we get 100 likes on this video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to catch all the new content. We're releasing a ton of new content for all of 2021, so make sure you don't miss out. With that being said, let's get into NBA Legends Explain how good Jason Kidd was.
He was the first guy in the Bay Area, Oakland, to sell out his high school, and they had to move it to the Oakland Coliseum.
Staying near home at UC Berkeley, his star continued to rise, and he couldn't wait to unleash his creativity at the highest level.
When I get to the NBA, I don't know what I might do.
Off the drive. Oh, Jason!
I've admired Jason from day one. You could always see him thinking about how do I make someone better. And that's the sign of a great player.
He was a point guard who really just did everything. And it was just something about his game that you loved to watch.
In Phoenix, Jason Kidd developed into a superstar while leading the league in assists for 3 straight seasons.
He made all his guys look good. He did it with like a Magic Johnson hip-hop flash.
Jason Kidd right now is unstoppable with his passes.
What I love most about Jason Kidd is his basketball IQ. He puts the ball right where the shooter can just shoot the basketball. That's what makes him special.
And in 2001, when the New Jersey Nets acquired J. Kidd, it seemed everything changed for the franchise overnight.
Oh, what a feed! Jason Kidd is a magician.
From the start, he made everybody want to run, everybody want to play because they would get the ball.
He was sort of a coach for us. He had experience. He had incredible leadership.
Back out the Kidd for 3. Good!
He played a massive role. He really set the tone in that series when we won the championship.
Jason also proved to be a champion on the international stage, winning a pair of Olympic gold medals while going a remarkable 64-0 as a member of USA Basketball. When his 18-year career came to a close, Kidd had left his mark on the NBA record book, ranking 2nd all-time in assists, 2nd all-time in steals, and 3rd all-time in triple-doubles.
He beat you with his mind. He could dominate a game without even scoring. There was a beauty to it that the really, really special ones have, and he certainly had it.
You mentioned when Steve Nash was on the show yesterday, the sort of epic battle between Kidd and Nash back in 2006. Now, our jump producers got caught in such a YouTube rabbit hole after you said this that we lost productivity on the show for an hour, and I believe they would run this entire game back if they could. But the question that came to mind was, look, I'm gonna break this down a little bit. Would you rather have Steve Nash or Jason Kidd? And I want to start, well, tell us about this game.
Well, as good a game this was, I used to sit in a suite 119 with Rod Thorne, and I had to leave the suite to go down and watch this game courtside when it got into overtime. As good of a game, and I mean, it was the epic. I mean, Kidd had 42, 14, and 14, and Nash had 38, 14, and 6, and we were an okay team. This was a good Phoenix team that we played against with Marion, but this was an epic double overtime, 161, 157. It was like one of those 80s throwback games.
Great, that's insane. All right, so we're watching all these clips. And we were supposed to talk about pass first point guards.
Who's the better passer?
Instead,
Kidd
we're
or
just going to
Nash?
talk about, Paul, put your money where your mouth is. Would you rather have Jason Kidd or Steve Nash in their prime?
J. Kidd. I mean, he could do more. He was a better rebounder. The passing is toss up. Better defender, and Kidd is one of the top 10 all-time three-point shooters, quiet as kept. So I gotta go with Jason Kidd because I've had epic battles with him in the playoffs.
I feel like you're like a nasty player, so you go with the guy with a little bit more nasty in his game.
No. Oh my God!
But I'm going with Nash because I haven't seen
you
a
see
guy.
These millennials,
Come on now. I am a millennial, but come on now.
Just
Nash
wasn't old enough to watch him. That's all.
My God.
I am 26. 26.
I love how she says, Bobby, I love how she says, she's like, I'm 26, Bobby's like, add 20 years.
defenses. Have you ever seen a player that bent defenses like Steve Nash? Like, to me, that just changed
Steph Curry, but
the way
yes,
it changed the way you played the game.
That's why I said I wish social media was back when 2001, 2002 to realize how great of a player that Jason Kidd was. And being a part of that.
He's a little biased.
We won 27 games in 2000, 2001, and we brought back the same team
with Kidd and went straight
Jason
to the finals.
Kidd and went to the finals. So I am going J Kidd all day.
Both of them are biased.
Okay, but Steve is, as good as J Kidd was, especially from beyond the arc.
Great.
Steve Nash was a better shooter. He just was.
Definitely. It's a great argument, but Jason Kidd. This is Jason Kidd. He had his own shoe. I know Nash had his own shoe, but Kidd had his longer.
Steve Nash has 2 MVP trophies, so he doesn't need a shoe if you have those 2 trophies.
Listen.
I like that.
If you have the J Kidd shoe, if you had a J Kidd shoe, you're the better player. If you had your own shoe.
He's the culture, I get it. It was a culture.
Oh, man. Kids, listen, go watch YouTube today.
Don't even. I watched
it. And please tell me Jason Kidd is not the better player. If you can honestly tll me that. Just all-around game.
Okay, so there's 2 ways to look at this. You can say just in a vacuum, which one's better, or which one would you rather have on your team, because there are 4 other guys on your team. And I can get 4 other guys to help make up for the few things that Steve Nash is lacking, but I cannot get 4 other guys to make up for what, to add in what he can do.
In today's NBA, they both fit, and here's why.
Yes.
Jason Kidd at the point guard standing at 6'4" with the switching defenses. Now you put him in pick and roll. He switches onto LeBron in the finals late game. You want Kidd or Nash doing that? You see how LeBron and them exposed Curry.
But I got 4 other guys.
Yeah, that's fine. But now, and then on the offensive end, he's spotting up, knocking down threes. Maybe he's not coming off pick and roll, knocking them down like Nash, but he's knocking them down, so you can't leave him open. So he fits in today's mold and the way the game is played, more so than Steve Nash because his ability to defend multiple positions.
I would say for me, Jason Kidd, just because he was like one of the smartest people and he never showed any emotion and like you couldn't like read his expressions and like that's so frustrating, in the game because you looking like dude, like is he affected by what's happening? And he like whispering to dudes, like, what are you whispering about? But he's like an evil genius. Jason Kidd was like an evil genius. And then I would say another difficult person to guard was Allen Iverson because he reminds me of this story every time. I was a young guy and I looked up to Allen Iverson. And so I was bigger than him. And every time like I would go to guard him, I was like, man, I'm a F Allen Iverson up. If you go to the hole. And so as soon as he get the ball, I foul him, and he would act like I was like thunder punching him, and he would like go flying in the stands, and I get two fouls, and so he would do that every game, and he would flop. So Allen Iverson is one of the biggest floppers to me, but he was one of the hardest people to guard because obviously you just couldn't stay in front of him, and as soon as he made that first move, your reaction time, by the time you reacted, you were hitting him, and he was so small that he'd go flying, and he could still finish. So him and Jason Kidd were the toughest to me.
Truth, though, about the other inductees tonight. So give me Jason Kidd, the truth on Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd, he gives me nightmares. In 2002, I will never forget playing against this guy. We beat them 4 times that year. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to go to the finals. J. Kidd averaged a triple-double, and there was nothing we can do about it. After that, I was like, Jason Kidd is the greatest player I've ever played against. I mean, just the things he could do. He was a magician with the ball. He ran the fast break like Magic Johnson, and then as he got older, he shot the 3. He's a championship guard. Also, a guy from California who look at this in the conference finals. This is what he averaged.
Yep.
Triple-double. Who does that? Who does that back in 2002?
Right, with those defensive rules.
Yeah, like, you see more players do it now, but he did it then. It was like, how do you guard this guy? He can't shoot, but he found so many other ways to beat you. And he should have been MVP that year, but I think they gave it to Tim Duncan.
Also, please, can somebody bring up that he was an expert mind master of sort of how, the spilled soda was one thing later on when he was a
Next
coach.
level.
But
I played on that team.
His basketball IQ, right. I like the transition from player to coach, and it sort of opened the gates for players, especially point guards, saying, you know what, I can be a coach after this is all said and done.
Yeah, absolutely. You played on that team?
Yes, I played
I'm not sure I connected that dot.
I played on that team, his first coaching experience in Brooklyn.
And do you remember the spill it on me?
Oh yeah, I was right there.
That was next level.
That was quick thinking.
That was next level.
That was quick thinking.
When you play with Jason Kidd compared to LeBron James, is there some sort of similarity to the way they, draw the attention and pass?
Well, yeah, I think LeBron, obviously, with his ability to score, but just their ability to see the game before things happen, their anticipation for guys' tendencies and knowing how to get people the ball at the right moment. I think that's something that, probably, Jay Kidd was the best of his generation. I think LeBron's probably the best of his. So I was fortunate to play with two of them in their prime.
So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, we're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so you don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.